Get it done, son. Let's get it done. There we go. Hello, folks. Sorry for the delay. I've been having a little bit of trouble getting the stream set up, but we are here. Hope everybody is having a fantastic day. I'm just sharing the feed around so folks know that we are online, and then we will get the show going. How is everybody? Who's there? Where are you? Love to know who's tuning in today. Hey Douglas, how are you? Hey Krista, hey Mary, nice to see you guys. Welcome back. I am just sending this show around to a couple of places, and I'll be on in just a minute. If you could bear with me, I've got a plan to talk a bit about folk music today, and I hope you're excited. Hey, Andrea, nice to see you, as always. Cool you're here. I hope everybody is having a good week so far. Mine is going all right. The weather has been pretty nice. Hey, Max, nice to see you. Hey, Krista, Mary, how is summer break going so far? Are you happy to have a little bit of freedom from school right now? I'll bet you are. It's been a long time since I was in school, so I can only imagine that it must be liberating. Okay, guys, just got to make a couple more clicks here, and I'm all in. Okay. There we go. And then we got one last one. Trying to find a pool. That's been difficult. I can imagine that's pretty difficult these days. That can't be easy at all. Alicia, how are you? Nice to see you. Alicia, I checked out that tune that you sent to me, and it looks really cool, but I didn't know how to make it into a lesson plan for today, so I definitely want to use that at some point. I have to do a little bit more planning, so if you can forgive me, but I really like that song. I thought it was very, very cool. Thank you for the suggestion. If anybody's wondering, Alicia is a friend of mine from TikTok, and we were talking yesterday about some things we could do for today's lesson, and she had a cool idea, and it's a nice song, and I'm going to revisit it one of these days. But I couldn't. Sometimes you've got to figure out how to do a lesson plan that works right, and I'd rather do something that fits than kind of make it up. So here we go. Welcome to the show. So glad you guys are here. It's so nice to have familiar faces keep coming back. And let's begin with the beginning. And please tell me if everything's okay with the audio. If there's a problem, I'd love to know so I can fix it. Hello, welcome to the show. 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 Welcome to the show, everybody. So nice to have you. My name is Guy Palumbo. If you're new with us, usually we are two. It's Freddie and I. We are another mother. Wednesday is Freddie's busy day, so I handle it solo. And today we're going to talk a little bit about folk music. Do you know what folk music is? Folk music is very interesting because it can be from any country. In fact, I'd say every country has their own folk music. This is usually music that is created a lot of times by just everyday folks talking about everyday issues, which could be anything. It could be love stories. It could be something happening in that particular country. It could be human issues. There are all sorts of things that folk music can be about. And I am from the United States of America. And we have a very interesting tradition of folk music in our country because so many people are from so many places in the United States, or they have roots from people who are from different places. For example, my family did not show up into the United States until the late 1800s and the early 1900s. My heritage is Southern Italian and Hungarian, okay? But I have friends who their roots are all over the place, and our music is quite the same. Oh, Andrea and Anna and Andreas are here. Hello, welcome. Mary says she likes Bob Dylan. Oh, Mary, you've got some great taste. I have to say, we're going to have to add a Bob Dylan tune just to talk about this. Bob Dylan is a great example of a folk music artist. And today, I want to do 3 songs, maybe 4, okay? And we're going to talk a little bit about them, or a little bit about each of them, but I'm going to play some of them. And then in the comments, as I'm playing, this is what I ask you to do. I would ask you to write what you think the song is about. The first song that I'm going to play is actually not specifically American. In fact, its roots are somewhere in either England or Scotland. And some of my friends in Ireland have told me it's Ireland as well. I don't know. It's hard to trace. Some of these songs were never written. They exist before recorded music, so they've been going on for such a long time. This particular song is called Shady Grove, and I heard the song first by a wonderful artist named Doc Watson. Doc Watson was good not just because he was an incredible guitar player and an incredible songwriter and had a voice that touched many, but he was also considered incredible because he was blind. He was a blind artist, and he achieved an enormous amount of success as a musician. So here we go. This is Shady Grove. Cheeks as red as a blooming rose, eyes as pretty as brown. She's the darling of my heart, sweetest little girl around. Whoa, Shady Grove, my little love. Shady Grove, I say. Shady Grove, my little love, I'm bound to go away. Wish I had a needle and thread, fine as I could sew. I sewed that pretty girl to my side, and down the road we go. Oh, Shady Grove, my little love. Shady Grove, I say. Shady Grove, my little love, I'm bound to go away. Peaches in the summertime, apples in the fall. If I can't have the girl I love, I don't want none at all. Whoa, Shady Grove, my little love. Shady Grove, I say. Shady Grove, my little love, I'm about to go away. Kiss your pretty Shady Grove, sweet as brandy wine. Down there ain't no girl in this whole world is prettier than mine. Whoa, Shady Grove, my little love. Shady Grove, I'd say. Shady Grove, my little love, I'm bound to go away. Bound to go away. Bound to go away. At Shady Grove. So what do you think that song is about? You heard some of the lyrics, and I know I can sing kind of fast sometimes, so I don't expect you to understand everything, but maybe a few of the words talked about, or a few of the words you understood that I was singing. I'll play the chorus slowly one more time to give you some more context. Shady Grove, my little love. Shady Grove, I say. Shady Grove, my little love, I'm bound to go away. Mary says it's about a girl. Okay, I'd agree with you, Mary. I think the girl's name is Shady Grove, or maybe her nickname is Shady Grove, right? And what is he singing about this girl? What is the singer singing about this girl in this particular song? Cheeks as red as a blooming rose, eyes of the prettiest brown. She's the darling of my heart, sweetest little girl around. What could those lines be about? Oh, I have to close this door. Whoops, excuse me. Very professional here. We forget to close doors. I think maybe the singer is very much in love with this girl. And one of my favorite lines in that song are, peaches in the summertime, apples in the fall. If I can't have the girl I love, I don't want none at all. Alicia, regret, oh, that's a, regret over leaving someone behind, perhaps a daughter, maybe. If we examine the lyrics, I don't think it's a daughter. That's my opinion on the matter. I think this is someone the person is very much in love with. Maybe, and I do agree, because the last line of the chorus is, shady grove, my little love, I'm bound to go away. I think this is a person who is about to leave or has to leave, okay? And this song is either a love letter to Shady Grove, or this song is just this person's way of trying to explain and tell the world how important and how shady and how lovely Shady Grove is to the singer of the song. Anna says it's about a girl and a boy who loves her. Yeah, that could be it. I agree. Alicia, another good interpretation. So this is a folk song about love, and this song is very old. This song is well more than 100 years old. It could be 200 or 300 years old as far as we know. It's been going around a long time. And what makes that special and noteworthy is that a lot of the best art is timeless. When I say timeless, I mean that people are in love now in 2020, and people fell in love in 1960, and people fell in love in 1850 and 1700 and 1200. Ever since humans started being human, people were falling in love. So you're going to notice in every culture around the world, there are songs that are written about love, or in this case, a person who probably has to go away from the one that the person loves. Okay, so what makes a lot of folk music interesting, a lot of great music interesting, is that it's about subjects that everyone in the world can relate to. Okay, so we're going to go to another artist now that had a gigantic influence on what is called the folk revival in the United States, which happened in the 60s, but he was singing way before that even. He was singing, I believe, in the 30s and 40s, but he was considered a cornerstone of folk music, and his name is Woody Guthrie. Woody Guthrie sang a lot of songs about America, and he also sang songs about politics, and he also sang a lot of songs about farms and things that he saw. He was a very interesting man and led quite a remarkable life. And this is a song that a lot of people in America would know. It's called This Land Is Your Land. Now, it's a very long song, so I won't sing all of it. But again, I would offer that you try to listen closely to the lyrics and maybe see what this is about. Nope, that's not a good key for me. So we're going to go up. Now, if you're wondering what I'm doing right now, I'm using this device, which is called a capo, right? Because if I sing it in a different key, it's not going to sound right. So I'm going to put it here so the strings go from that voicing to this voicing. Crystal Lawler. Mary said he inspired Bob Dylan. Mary, you are sharp. You're very, very sharp. He very much inspired Bob Dylan and many others. Absolutely. So here we go. I'm going to sing some of these. This land is yours. Oh, nope. This land is... Sorry, I'm in the wrong key again. Forgive me. This land is, there we go. Forgive me. I keep messing it up. This land is your. Oh, goodness, guys. I'm sorry. It's been a while. Live TV, what can I tell you? This land is. I can't figure this out. It's been too long. This land is your land. Golly, forgive me, guys. I'm just gonna do it in the standard way. This might not sound right. This land is your land. This land is your land. Guys, I'm sorry. I can't figure out the key of the song. You can feel free to laugh at me as much as you want. That's fine. That's it. This land is your my land. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. As I was walking the ribbon of the highway, I saw above me the endless skyway. I saw below me the golden valley. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to New York Island, from Redwood Forest to Gulf Stream waters. Whoa, this land is made for you and me. I've roamed and rambled, and I followed my footsteps through the sparkling sands of the diamond deserts. And all around me, a voice was sounding. Oh, this land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island, Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. Well, this land is made for you and me. The sun comes shining as I was strolling, the wheat fields waving, the dust clouds rolling, the fog was lifting, and a voice come chanting. Oh, this land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island, Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. Oh, this land was made for you and me. It took a minute, but we got through it. I am so sorry. I haven't played that song for a long time, and I couldn't remember what key I was practicing it before the show. Oh, thank you, Andre. Keep smiling. All right, Mary said she sang this in music class in school and she thinks it's about the United States of America. Mary, you are absolutely correct. It is about the United States of America. Anna says it sounds like spring in the United States. Okay. And Ayana says her little friends are clapping it up right now. That's great. Thank you, little friends, for the support. I was so nervous right there. I'm actually sweating. I haven't messed up a song that badly in a long time. So Mary is absolutely right. This song is about the United States of America. Now, one of the ways that we learn a bit more about what a song is truly about is thinking about the lyrics. So let's listen to the imagery that is used in the song. When I say imagery, do you know what I mean? Imagery is a tool that writers use with their words to try to make you see something in your mind. So when we listen to the first line, as I was walking a ribbon of highway, I saw above me an empty skyway. I saw below me a golden valley. This land was made for you and me. So he's using all of these words to describe his travels, because Woody Guthrie used to travel. As I understand, Woody Guthrie used to pick fruit and vegetables and all over on farms in different places as the seasons would change. So when you are a migrant farmer, you see a lot of different parts of the country. So Woody Guthrie saw so much. So he's talking about the ribbon of highway, the endless skyway, and the golden valley, okay? He's talking about the things he sees on the earth, the things he sees above him, and when he happens to be in the mountains looking at these valleys. Now let's listen to the next verse. I roamed and rambled, and I followed my footsteps to the sparkling sands of her diamond deserts, and all around me a voice was sounding, whoa, this land was made for you and me. So followed my footsteps. So he's doing a lot of walking. He's seeing deserts, and while he's looking at all these things, he hears a voice saying, this land is for you and me. Okay? And now the chorus is so important. A chorus, when we talk about that in a song, is the part of the song that we keep repeating. Some also call it the refrain, all right? Because you keep coming back to it. So I'm going to sing this one more time, and you tell me what you think he's trying to tell all of us, at least the listener, about America and who he's singing it to. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. Oh, this land was made for you and me. Who's Woody Guthrie singing to? What is he telling us? Ayana says, music is another form of storytelling. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And when we're talking about folk music especially, folk music tells stories that are very relatable. And what do we think Woody's talking about? Oh, thank you, Mr. Palumbo. What do you think Woody Guthrie is talking about here? As I said at the beginning of this lesson, America is made up of people from so many places, in addition to the indigenous population or the native population of America. And there's a whole lot of history to talk about there, but what he's trying to say is, oh, Flor Soler, wonderful. A sense of belonging, okay? A sense that this is a place that it doesn't matter where you're from, okay? All of us can enjoy this place. This is a land for all of us to love and to cherish. That's what I think that's about. Andrea says maybe about immigration, maybe partly. Mary says people of the USA and others who may travel there. I think that there's a lot of truth to that statement, Mary. I think there's a whole lot of truth to that statement. It's a really interesting song. So that's a very famous Woody Guthrie tune. And one of the things that makes America so special is, again, we are so many different people who make up America, and our music is linked to places around the world. So it's a shared culture in many senses, and it's a culture created with hands from every part of the world. So that is a Woody Guthrie folk song. All right. Now we're going to go to a different folk song. Since Mary talked about Bob Dylan, we're going to jump from Woody Guthrie to a man he very much inspired named Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan wrote so many songs. He wrote so many songs. And in fact, one of the first songs I ever learned was the following song I'm going to play for you right now. Now, as I'm singing this, please write in what you think it's about. Not so swift, the rain falling in. Gonna see a movie called Gunga Din. Pack up your money and your tent. When, baby, you ain't going nowhere. Whoa, we got me high. Tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna come. Whoa, baby, we gonna fly down to the easy chair. Genghis Khan and his brother Don couldn't keep on keeping on. We'll climb that bridge after it's gone, after we're way past it. Whoa, oh, we'll ride me high. Tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna come. Whoa, sugar, we gonna fly down to the easy chair. Buy me a ring, a gun that sings, and a flute that toots, and a bead that stings, a sky that cries, and a bird that flies, a fish that walks, and a dog that talks. It, oh, sugar, ride me high. Tomorrow's the day that my bride's gonna come. Whoa, whoa, darling, we gonna fly down to the easy chair. Let's see here. Any comments? Oh, Mary saw him live, Dylan, when Mom and Dad, when Wilco opened for Bob. Lucky Mary, that's incredible. I haven't seen Bob Dylan yet. I hope that must have been a great experience. So this song, what do you think this song is about? Clouds so swift, the rain falling in. Gonna see a movie called Gunga Din. Pack up your money and your tent, Le Guin. Baby, you ain't going nowhere. What could this possibly be about? Genghis Khan and his brother Don couldn't keep on keeping on. We'll climb that bridge after it's gone, after we're way past it. What do you think? What could that be about? What could these lines possibly be about? And then to sing you the chorus. Ooh, we ride me high. Tomorrow's the day my brides are gonna come. Ooh, we gonna fly down to the easy chair. Let's see, what have we got? Mary said maybe about a different time. Boy, I would love to know more of Mary's thoughts on that, because, guys, I have to tell you something. I've been singing that song for, I think, 16, 17 years. I still don't know what it's about. I don't know what it's about. I think I have some guesses, but I can't tell you definitively. If I think about the chorus, ooh, ride me high. Tomorrow's the day my brides are gonna come. Ooh, we gonna fly down to the easy chair. Those lines maybe make me think that maybe it's a love song, but I'm not sure. Sometimes I think songwriters just write songs to have fun and see if they can make something sound pretty. That's my 2 cents, okay? And then the last song I'm going to play you is by another couple guys named Simon and Garfunkel. Now, I would really encourage you to listen to this song or all these songs later in their original versions so you have some context for what they are. But this next song is one of my favorite songs to play live because I do a lot of fun things with the crowd. It's best when you have more than one person singing, but alas, it's just me today. So Tell me what you think this song is about. Now keep in mind, this song was written, I believe, in the 1960s. Slow down, you move too fast. You got to make the morning last. Just kicking down the cobblestones, looking for fun and feeling groovy. Da-da-da-da-da, feeling groovy. Hey lamppost, what you knowin'? I come to watch your flowers growing. Ain't you got no rhymes for me? Gonna do it, feeling groovy. La 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 la, feeling groovy. I've got no deeds to do, the promises to keep. I'm dappled and drowsy and ready to sleep. Let the morning time rain all its petals on me. Life, I love you while it's groovy. Da-da-da-da-da-da, feeling groovy. Da-da-da-da-da, feeling groovy. What could that song possibly be about? What do you think? All right. Oh, wait, we got a comment. Gunga Din is an old movie from the 1930s. That is correct, Mary. Absolutely. And Mary said to feel chilled out. I say I would absolutely agree with you. Feeling groovy, you know, every period of time has their own words and their own slang. So right now, one of the ways people say that they're chilling and feeling, they're vibing. They're vibing. They like to vibe on music, right? Or as Mary put it, to chill out. Back in the 60s, from what I've read and seen, I didn't live at that time, groovy was a word that they talked about. And if you were feeling groovy, you were feeling good. So, and you can also feel the way the music plays. It's nice and easy, sort of got a little bounce to it. And listen to the first lines of the song. Slow down, you move too fast. You've got to make the morning last. Just kicking down the cobblestones, looking for fun and feeling groovy. La 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 la, feeling groovy. And it's important to note in this song, the only chorus, so to speak, is when they say la 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 la, feeling groovy. They're singing. I think this song is about joy. I think it's about happiness. I think it's about being present in the moment. I think it's about enjoying each other and not being too stressed out. Andrea, you like the song. Flor Soler, what does groovy mean? Okay, you got it now. Enjoy life. Enjoy life, Flor Soler. I 100% agree with you. Okay, I 100% agree with you. So let's see. Oh, you guys are popping in there. So these are just 4 folk songs. Sadly, and I do apologize because there are also so many wonderful women folk singers, and I don't know any of their songs well enough to comfortably play them in front of you right now. But in the future, we're definitely going to cover some women American folk artists or women from American roots music. For example, I love Maybelle Carter and the Carter family. They're fantastic. And Joni Mitchell wrote a bunch of good stuff. And some modern artists, I wouldn't necessarily call her folk. Gillian Welch, she's amazing also. But this is, Joan Baez, absolutely. Right? I wouldn't call Janis Joplin a folk artist, but she certainly was in the times of the 60s, and she had some jamming tunes. So if anything, what I want you to walk away from today understanding is that folk music is relatable music, right? And it is relatable in many cases to the people from the country it was written. A lot of folk music has direct connections to these, oh, my battery's about to die. Hold on. Oh, why is that happening? There we go. That have direct connections to that land, okay? And the unique thing, though, about folk music is even though a lot of the music is directly related to the particular country, a lot of the issues are human issues. I think a lot of people enjoy feeling groovy, right? I think a lot of people understand what love is, okay? I think a lot of people might really love the country they live in. So while This Land Is Your Land might be about America, I'm sure that there are songs about China and Brazil and Italy and Germany, where I live, and Australia that talk about the beauty of their country that they love. So this is what you think about, okay? Kind of like the blues, Ayana. Absolutely. The blues, you know, I don't know if I would say the blues can be folk, but the blues is so uniquely rooted in the Black experience in America that it's like a sub-folk music in a way, and that music had influence on so many other music like rock and roll in the same way that I'm guessing, as I understand, this is a side note, we can talk about it in the podcast, guys like Leadbelly, I believe, had an influence on bluegrass music, and I think some of the bluegrass music and those artists influenced some of the blues artists. Let's see. Dad taught my father, Benjamin Palumbo. Another example of a great folk group called Peter, Paul, and Mary. They're fantastic as well. So, you know, NPR, which is called National Public Radio, if you're not from the States, they have a list of what they think are the 100 greatest folk songs. I think it's wonderful to do. And Ayana, you know, I really appreciate you bringing up the blues. I don't think we've done a strictly blues lesson yet, but I think we're going to in either next week or in the coming season, because the blues music, it deserves not just a day, it probably deserves a few. So, Flor Soler, Carol, thank you very much. I will absolutely check. I haven't had time to look at that one yet, but I'm going to look at that for sure. So, guys, I am going to say goodbye now. Okay, thank you for coming in. Tomorrow, Freddie is back with me. We're going to have another lesson prepared for you for this week. Next week will be the last week of season 2, and then we're going to take a break. And after this, I am going to come back online in a few minutes, and I'm going to do the podcast to talk about and this is more interesting for adults, to talk about what I did today and why I did it. And if you want to come in and ask me questions or even call in, you're more than welcome to. So thank you very much. I hope we see you all tomorrow. I'm sorry again about what happened on This Land Is Your Land. I'm so very, very embarrassed. I will not get that wrong again. So here we go. Thank you, Krista, and thank you, Mary. Thank you, Andrea and Carol and Flor Soler and Ben Palumbo and Ayana and all you guys and Max and Andrea and Alicia. Thank all of you for being here. It's so nice to have you at the show. Goodbye, goodbye. See you next time. Goodbye, goodbye. We'll see you next time. Goodbye, goodbye. We'll see you next time. Goodbye, goodbye. We'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day. And remember, it's nice to be nice. And if you want a friend, be a friend. Peace.